Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the BRI, which is the Black Research Institute. My name is Denoris Wilson, and I am your host, and we're here and we're committed to solving the problems. I've been broadcasting all week about a particular event that I'm trying to start, and with this event, it's called the Gambit. So, stratagem, machinations, schemes, plans, tactics, maneuvers, moves, course of actions, line of action, device, operation, ruse, trick, ploy, artifice, wheeze, wrangle. All of these are synonyms for gambit. And what is a gambit, you may ask? Well, a gambit is a device or opening remark, typically one entailing a degree of risk that is calculated to gain an advantage. Gambit is a chess term. A lot of people who play chess understand that a gambit is a series of moves. You have the Queen's Gambit. I don't know. I play chess, but I didn't get in all the terminology of it. I just like the game. But I want to initiate a gambit. And the gambit is a series of moves that have some risk involved, but those risks are calculated. A gambit is a strategy used to achieve a desired outcome. From the Civil War to the George Floyd protests, we have employed a particular strategy that has garnered little or no significant outcome for Black Americans. We have fought in every war America has ever engaged in, and most of the time we did so with the hopes that our patriotism would somehow translate into equality. Even though this never happened, we still continue to employ the same strategy. This strategy does not take into account the changing universal mindset of America, nor the changing social environment of America. Therefore, this outdated strategy is ineffective. We must develop a new strategy, a strategy that would enable Black Americans to take part in the success and the prosperity that America has to offer. We can't continue to use a strategy that attempts to guilt people into being human, because while we're trying to shame them, Black people are continually suffering. So instead of looking outside for a solution, we must start to look inside for solutions. But before strategy, a gambit, is to even be thought about, being developed, we must address the most important issue in this strategy, in this gambit, which is finance. We live in a capitalistic society. Cash rules everything around me. It's not just a rap song. It's reality in America. Cash is needed from the moment you were born until the time of your death. Cash is king in the capitalistic society. So we must manage our capital. Why do we need to manage our capital? Because money in a capitalistic society is the vehicle one uses to sustain his life and advance his or her life. So we must corral our finances and use those funds to advance. So we here at the BRI, we are initiating the evolution gambit. And the first move of the evolution gambit is fiduciary. Welcome to the gambit.
What's up, world? It's your girl, Latanya Michelle, and I am the owner of Tiger Eyes 360 Media Group, home of Proof Magazine, a Black woman's proof that positive Black men exist. And you are tuned in to Black Research Institute with my boy, Denoris Wilson. Hi, guys. My name is Sydney Nicole, founder and CEO of Gambit Luxury, and you are watching BRI, Black Research Institute with Denoris Wilson. I think you're going to like this. Enjoy.
Hey, everybody, this is Arthur Custodio Gomes, and I'm checking out BRI, Black Research Institute, with my brother, Denoris Wilson. So, check him out.
So, welcome to the Gambit, everybody. And the Gambit is where we as a people, we decide on how we're going to curtail our fiduciary or our funds to help us advance as a people. I know some people may look at this as being separatist or causing division. I am not trying to cause division. I am not trying to cause separation. I am not trying to put a war against the races. That is not what I'm trying to do. That's not my intentions. My intentions are for Black Americans to start to understand that in a capitalistic society that you must not only define, but you must define, you must nurture, and you must sacrifice and invest not only in yourself but for future generations, just like generations before us did. Neither one of us Black Americans would be here if our ancestors hadn't sacrificed something. Some of them sacrificed their lives for us to still be here, and for us to not really look at the sacrifices that they made for us to be here and not honor those sacrifices by having sacrifice or by sacrificing something of our own. We disrespect them, and we don't pay honor or homage to the atrocities and hardship that they had to endure in order for us to be here. So before we left for the segment, I said we must address the most important issue in this gambit, which is fiduciary. We must set up a fiduciary fund. This must be set up so that funding can be secured through donations. Once set up, funding will be totally transparent. Any and everyone will be able to see where funding is going and how it's being used. And setting up funding, while we're setting up funding, I am in need of a chief financial officer, someone qualified to manage the Black Community Solving Fund. Someone who is preferably someone who is in finances. We're not going to be investing this money into the stock market or the real estate market. This money will be invested back into our historically Black colleges and into the Black communities around this great nation. Now, I've set up a GoFundMe page for the Evolution Gambit. And after the show tonight, I will post the link to the donation page on my regular Facebook and on the BRI Facebook. If anybody would want the link to donate, then you can hit me up in my inbox. But I'm going to post that link. I set up a GoFundMe page, and I have lofty goals. But I don't think that my goals are unattainable. I initially wanted to raise $2 billion from today to June 19th. And I wanted to raise $2 billion. And I think that we can raise $2 billion. Not that I think that we can raise. I know that we can raise $10 billion. I know that we can raise that. I want you to understand something. For every Black American that spends $10 a day, now there's 43 million Black Americans in the country. And let's say out of that 43 million, half of them, let's say 21 million people spend $10 a day. $10 every day. That's $200 million that the Black community invests into America every day. That's if you just spend $10 a day. So if you're spending as a collective, and these are arbitrary numbers. I don't know the numbers, but if you're spending as a collective $200 million a day, there should be no problem with you raising $2 billion in 6 months, 5 months. No problem, right? But when I went to the GoFundMe page and I tried to set up a $2 billion GoFundMe page, GoFundMe had limitations. So I was only allowed to set up the GoFundMe page for $999 million. And I know some people probably heard me say these numbers and heard the numbers and say, man, this dude crazy. Something wrong with him. Ain't nobody gonna give him $2 billion. You're not giving it to me. You're giving it to us. I know we can do it. I know that we can show everyone around the world that we can come together as a collective and do something great. I mean, great. If you had 10 million people say, you know what? I am going to sacrifice, or I'm going to donate, or I'm going to gift this organization $50. $50. I'm going to gift them $50 because I believe in what they're doing or what they say they're going to do. We can raise this money. We can raise this money, and primarily this money will be going to historically Black colleges primarily, and they're going to these historically Black colleges because these historically Black colleges, most of them are government funded, government regulated, and they've been that way since the 1860s. Now, if these universities were established for us, regardless of what the reasoning is, regardless of why they established these universities, if they were established for us, then at some point, we as a people, as a collective, need to take over these institutions, and not just in face like a president or a teacher. No, everything about these institutions, we need to be in control of them. And we can, as a collective. We can be in control of these universities, and if we work together, these universities could be free. We have to take control of these universities. Education is paramount, because education is not even about the knowledge. It's not even about just the training that you get. It's more of the social atmosphere that you get when you go to any college. But when you go to historically Black colleges, and the majority of us, if you're not living in a major city, Atlanta, Detroit, Washington, D.C., Chicago, if you're not living in major cities like this, then you have not you haven't been able to be in an educational environment where it's just Black people. You haven't been in that environment. I know I had never been in that environment until I went to Elizabeth City, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me. Because I got to see intelligent Black people, talented Black people, funny Black people, courageous Black people, athletic Black people. I got to see all this mixture of different types of Black people, and I was and I was proud and amazed at the same time. So we want to fund these schools. I want to fund these schools, and the school that is dear to me, and I have, like I said, I have no affiliation with the school. I said it in the episode before, but Morris Brown. And if anyone ever, if you want to know the history of Morris Brown, please, someone or anybody, just look up the history of Morris Brown. And I've made it a personal mission to save that university. But I want us as a collective to invest in all our historically Black schools. So I will post the link to my GoFundMe page after the show, and you know, I need help. I need officers. I need people with vision. I need people who may not even thought about being an activist for anything, but want to get involved. You know, I need help. I can't do it by myself, and right now I am by myself. Besides one person, Latrice Strong. Latrice Strong has been there, and she's helping me and doing as much as she can to help the Black Research Institute get off its feet and accomplish its goal. So I thank you very much for that, Latrice. Thank you. But I need help. And y'all, we can not only make history, but we can change the trajectory of our future as a people. All right. So let's take a little break, and I'll be right back. But this is a different type of break. We're going to take a different type of break. Okay? So let's take this break.
Here, coming to you from my humble abode, right here in my living room, where I'm going to show you a home workout. All right. The only thing that you're going to need, one piece of equipment, one dumbbell. All right. You really don't even need that. This can totally be just bodyweight workout. This is designed for beginners. All right. So let's get it started. I've already got a timer set. All right. We got 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. We're going to push through this circuit twice. All right. And there's 4 exercises. So once you learn it the first time, you're good to go. All right, here we go. Very first one, roll your boat squats. All right, so you're going to squat down. We're going to squat. When we come up, make a big figure 8 like you're rowing a boat. Then we come back down. Row, trying to pick those knees up above the chest, above the waist rather. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Good stuff. Good. 10 seconds rest. The next one, all right, we have like a little tree chop. All right, so if you're still raising the knee, I got my dumbbell here. I'm coming across the knee, 1, and then 2. And then I switch sides. 1, 2. I switch. 1, 2. You can go slow. 1, 2. This is really all about just getting your body moving. All right.
Oh my God.
A little bit, working a little bit of balance. There you go. Just get your body moving. That's time. Good stuff. We got a windmill next. All right. So we're going to take that dumbbell up in one hand. Take your feet out wide. Reach down for ankle. If you can't go that far down low, that's fine. Just go just past the knee, but you're trying to stretch those sides. So stretch the obliques. Keep a nice strong hold on that dumbbell, even when you switch. 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. Good. That's number 3. Number 4, the last one. Feet are still going out wide. You got to take the dumbbell overhead. Drop those hips down, and you're just going to bend side to side. That's it. The lower you go, the harder it is. So if you're a true beginner, you stay up high. You can still drop the hips though, because you want to load up those quads, make them do some work. And time. Good job. Good. That's one time through. We're already halfway there. Gonna go through one more time. Roll your boat squats. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Squat down. Row and row. Good. Squat down. Row. Row. Remember, we're over-exaggerating that row. As we do that, we're working our core more, working your shoulders more. And it's a quick, short workout, so we want to get as much work done as we can in that short amount of time. That's time. All right. Double time. Ready? 3, 2, and 1. Let's see if we get it more. It's a quick, short workout, so as you pull that knee up, it's squeezing tight in here in the abdomen. Make those abs work. Squeeze, contract them. A lot of engaging the core is about the mind-body connection. That's time. Good stuff. So really think about what muscles you're working, all right? Windmills coming up. Deep breath. Breathe from that belly. Feet out wide. And go. Reaching down. Looking at that dumbbell. It's going to keep your head in line. Neck in line with the body. Good stuff. 3, 2, and 1. Good stuff. One more left, and then you completed a little short 5-minute workout. If you got more energy, come back and do it again. All right. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Sumo side bend. Down low. Dumbbell up. Side to side. So you're trying to really stress those obliques. This time, try to keep the hips stationary. 3, 2, 1. And that's it. Congratulations. You made it. Little quick workout. Now do it again. Cut it on.
What's up, everybody? This is Trophy Santiago with Hair Mafia Extensions, and you are watching BRI Black Research Institute with Norris Wilson.
What's up, everybody? What it do, man? It's your man, Amani from the Major League Band, and you're now watching the wonderful series of BRI Black Research Institute with my good man, Norris Wilson.
And we're back. Below, you can see all the ways that you can, smoking the bait, but all the ways that you can check out the BRI and check out what we're doing. I will start posting things about the Evolution Gambit starting tomorrow. I am really trying to get us to understand that we must invest in ourselves. We can't allow ourselves to not take our place amongst the nations of men in the world and not invest in ourselves. I'm not saying that I don't believe in miracles, because I do, but I also believe in hard work. I believe in cooperative working together, cooperative economic, cooperative voting, cooperative lobbying, all these things. if we came together as a unit, we're 43 million people strong. If we came together as a unit, there's nothing that we can't accomplish. And you know, it's a lot of us are focused on ourselves, and you should be, because if you're not right with yourself, you can't be right with nobody else. Like they say, if you can't love yourself, you can't love anybody else. So if you're not right with yourself, you can't be right with anybody else. But being right with yourself should always encompass some type of service for someone else, because you're not an island to yourself. You're not an island to yourself, and people who look like you, people who come from the same community as you are suffering, and you may be one of the people that are suffering, and you may need help. But just because you need help don't mean you can't help. We all need help. Everybody needs help. So everybody needs to help. So the goal is to raise $999 million. And I know it sounds outlandish, but like I said, we're 43 million people strong. 21 million of those people are over the age of 18. So that means all of them should be working or have some form of income, getting some type of money. If each one of those 21 million donated $50, we'll be at $1 billion in no time. So tell a friend to telephone a friend, and tell a friend, and tell that friend to telephone a friend, and telephone a friend, and tell a friend that the BRI is starting the Evolution Gambit. And you can donate to the Gambit by going to the link that I will post after the show on my Facebook, on my Instagram, and on my YouTube channels. We're going to continue doing the culture interviews. I got a nice interview lined up for next week. I'm excited about, but we're going to stay focused on the task at hand. And the task at hand is to raise $999 million. And I know we can do it. I know we can do it. I have no doubt in my mind we can do it. The only doubt I have in my mind is how many people am I able to reach with this message? Because if I reach, as many people as possible, then I can get this goal done. If we can know something happened in California a minute ago, right? Then we can spread this message, and this message can get spread amongst all of us, and we all can pitch in. I have a couple of other programs that I'm going to be launching, and all the programs that I launch are going to be targeted towards helping Black America. And another thing, don't let people try to make you feel any type of way because you want to be an activist for Black Americans. When I encounter those type of people, I have to let them have their opinion, because that's all it is. It's just an opinion. No one ever gets mad at someone who donates to cancer. They don't never say, well, why are you donating to cancer? What about diabetes? Or what about sickle cell? And when you're donating to cancer, or when you're donating to all these particular causes, heart disease, lupus, when you're donating to these causes, you're donating these causes because of a variety amount of reasons, but for most likely you may have been affected by one of these terrible diseases, or you may just want to say, you know what, that's something terrible, and I wouldn't want no one to go through that. So here's a little something to help your cause. We need to help our own cause. We need to help our own cause, and we can't be ashamed of that. James Brown said it back in the 60s, I'm Black and I'm proud. And I'm proud, but I'm not prideful. I'm proud because I'm here. I'm proud because my ancestors endured to get me here. And I'm proud because through all the atrocities that Black Americans have faced in this country, we are still here. And we're thriving. It may not look like it. It may not feel like it. And there's some terrible things that happen to us. There's some terrible things that we do to one another. But we're thriving. Trust me, we are thriving. And we're sitting on a time in history where the mindset of America is changing. It's changing the way that they see Black Americans. It's changing. It's making them actually reevaluate themselves. Our kids, Black kids, other ethnicity kids, they don't see color. They don't see that. And if they do, it's been forced on them by my generation, our generation, or generations before us. But most of them don't see color. And they see friendship. So we have a unique opportunity right now to where the mindset is changing. The mindset is changing. We need to take advantage of it. We need to take advantage of it. We can take advantage of it and come out on top. And remember, when you're doing something like this, you're not necessarily doing it. No, not necessarily. You're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it for the future. We embark on this journey so that our kids and our kids' kids and our kids' kids, grandkids' kids will not have to endure the things or the same things that we had to endure. I said it in an episode earlier. I didn't have a hard life. My life was not just really hard, but it wasn't great. And when you live in the self-proclaimed greatest nation in the world, then your life experience should be great too. And I think that our life experience can be great if we work together. So the Evolution Gambit, it has officially kicked off tomorrow. The GoFundMe page will be in effect, and you can donate. If any financial specialists out there, I've contacted one, Sierra Friday, I inboxed her, and I'm waiting on her to get back to me. But if there are any financial specialists out there that would like to donate some time to help manage the fund, not only help manage the fund, to manage the fund, hit me up in my inbox, man, or hit me up at dcgrfx@gmail.com. And let's set up a time that we can meet and I can tell you my vision and you can tell me what your experiences are and we can connect and we can make this thing happen. I am currently waiting on a email or call back from several Black-owned banks because I'm going to leave the money in the GoFundMe account until we secure a financial institution to be able to facilitate the donations and to be able to help us and guiding us in a direction and drawing up certain how can I say it? Not qualifications, certain stipulations on receiving this money. So I'm excited, man. I'm very excited. I'm nervous because I don't know what I'm doing. I just know what I want to do. So let's make it happen, man. And keep coming back and keep joining me and keep seeing the growth and hopefully, you know, some of you will get on board and we can make this happen. I'm going to be looking for BRI chapters in major cities: Atlanta, Chicago, Detroit, Washington, D.C., Houston, Dallas, LA, East St. Louis, Kansas City, Little Rock. I'm going to be looking for chapters in all these places because it's going to take a collective effort for us to make this happen. But I know we can do it. I love y'all, man. And remember, we all we got. And we got to make sure that we secure a better future for our progeny. Like we got to make sure we do that. So I'm going to leave you as I always do. In order for you to receive a blessing, you must first be a blessing. Okay? And everybody have a good night and hope to see you next Monday.